Hello. In today's session, we will discuss about mechanical properties of metal. Now, the mechanical properties are important to design any mechanical product or any part which are useful for human beings. Okay, so first of all, we should know that the different properties of the metal, then we are able to design any product. So the mechanical properties of metal are those properties which completely define its behavior under the action of external loads or forces. A sound knowledge of these properties is very essential for an engineer to enable him in selecting a suitable metal. So first, what is a stress? Stress is one property which can be defined as the force exerted on the particular cross-sectional area. Okay, so the force by area is known as stress. So you can see here it is the resistance set up by the molecules of material to the deformation due to application of external force. So mathematically here the equation of the stress is force by area, where force is also known as load, okay, acting on the body, and A is the particular cross section area on which the F is located. Now, what is strain? Okay, it is the deformation per unit length of the body. It is also called axial strain, linear strain, or longitudinal strain. Mathematically, strain is equal to change in length divided by original length, so delta L by L. Suppose we have a one rod of L length, and when we apply the force, means when we apply the tensile force at both the sides, the length of the rod is increased by delta L. So the amount of length increased delta L by the original length L, that is known as strain. So there are different types of mechanical properties we have to study, like elasticity, plasticity, ductility, brittleness, malleability, weldability, castability, hardness, toughness, stiffness, resilience, creep, endurance limit, and strength. So elasticity is defined as a property of metal by virtue of which it is able to retain its original shape and size after the removal of load. The elasticity is always desirable in metals used in machine tools and other structural members. So when we apply a load on the member and it is increased by the length, and when we remove the load it will return to its original position. So this type of property of the material is known as elasticity. Now what is plasticity? Plasticity may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which a permanent deformation without fracture takes place whenever it is subjected to action of external force. So here in plasticity, when we apply the force, the object is going to in the plastic zone and it will not return to its original position. Ductility may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it can be drawn into wires or elongated before rupture take place. Okay, so the metal which can be converted into wire like copper, aluminum, steel, etc. Okay, so this type of property of the material is known as ductility. The measures of the ductility of the metal are its percentage elongation and percentage reduction in the cross-sectional area before rupture. So when we apply the force, the diameter of the wire is decreasing and the length of the wire is increasing. So percentage elongation can be measured by increase in length by original length multiplied by 100, and percentage reduction in cross-sectional area is equal to maximum decrease in cross-sectional area divided by original cross-sectional area multiplied by 100. The following common metals have ductility in the decreasing order, like gold, platinum, silver, iron, copper, aluminum, nickel, zinc, tin, lead. So the more ductile is gold. Okay. Brittleness. Brittleness may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it will fracture without any appreciable deformation. The property is opposite to the ductility of the metal as we discussed. Cast iron, glass and concrete are the most example of the brittle materials. Less than 5% elongation are known as brittle ones. So here these are the examples of brittle material. This is a cast iron, okay. This is a ductile material. This is a aluminum, this is cast iron. So you can easily see what is the difference between ductile material and brittle. Then malleability. So the term malleability may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it can be deformed into thin sheets by rolling or hammering without rupture. It depends upon the crystal structure of the metal. The following common metals have malleability in the decreasing order: gold, okay, silver, aluminum, copper, tin, platinum, lead, zinc, iron, nickel. So the metal which can be converted into thin sheets. So this type of property of the metal is known as malleability. Weldability. Welding is the process to join two similar or dissimilar metals. Okay. So the term weldability may be defined as the property of metal which indicates the easy with which two materials or dissimilar metals are joined by fusion with or without the application of pressure, and with or without the use of filler metal also. If metal has good weldability, it can be easily welded in the fabricated structure. The following common metals, as you see in iron, carbon, steel, cast iron, low alloy steel, stainless steels are weldable material. Castability. The term castability may be defined as the property of metal which indicates the easy with which it is casted into different shapes and sizes from the liquid state. Okay, so when you heat the metal is converted from solid to liquid, and when we pour a liquid in particular cavity and when it solidifies, it becomes a castable product. Okay, so here Murti is an example of castability. Now, hardness may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it is able to resist abrasion, indentation, or penetration and scratching by harder bodies. It is measured by the resistance of the metal which it offers to scratching. Various tests to check the hardness of the material is listed here. So Brinell hardness test, Rockwell hardness test, Vickers pyramid tests are the tests by which we can find the value of hardness of any material. Toughness. The term toughness may be defined as the property of a metal by virtue of which it can absorb maximum energy before fracture take place. Okay. Tenacity and hardness of a metal are the measures of its toughness. It has been found that the value of toughness falls with the rise in temperature. Means when you increase the temperature of the metal, the toughness property of the material is reduced. Toughness means it can be absorbed the suddenly shock. Now what is stiffness? The term stiffness may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it resists deformation. Modulus of elasticity. It is the ratio of stress to strain below elastic limit. It is measure of stiffness of the metal. So in this spring, okay, this is the original height or original length of the string, but when we apply the load, the length of the spring is increased. So the amount of length delta L is known as deformation and applied force F for that deformation. So the ratio of force by deformation is known as stiffness. Okay. And what is flexibility? Flexibility is exactly opposite to the stiffness. Means when you divide the deformation by force, then you will get the flexibility of the material. Resilience. The term resilience may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it stores energy and resists shocks or impacts. The resilience of a metal is measured by the amount of energy that can be stored per unit volume after it is stretched up to the elastic limit. Creep. The term creep may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it deforms continuously under a steady load. Generally, the creep occurs in steel at high temperatures. The creep is always considered while designing IC engines, boiler, turbines, etc. The creep is of great importance in the following cases. Okay, so these are the listed. You can refer. Endurance. The term endurance may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it can be withstand varying stresses. Okay, when the applied stress is varying, okay, in that case you will get the endurance strength. Same or opposite in nature. The maximum value of stress that can be applied for an indefinite times without causing its failure is known as endurance limit. It has been found that the endurance limit for ordinary steel is approximately half the tensile strength. Strength. The term strength may be defined as the property of metal by virtue of which it can withstand or support the external force or load without rupture. So type of strength are elastic strength, plastic, tensile, compressive, shear, bending and torsional strength. Elastic strength, as we discussed in elasticity, the elastic strength of the metal is the value of load corresponding to the transition from elastic to plastic range. The ideal stress values, proportional limit and elastic limit are used to define elastic strength of a material. Plastic strength means the plastic strength of the material is the value of load corresponding to plastic range and rupture. It is also called ultimate strength. Tensile strength. The tensile strength of metal is the value of load applied to break it off by the pulling it outwards into two pieces. So tensile strength sigma T, maximum tensile load divided by original cross sectional area, and the unit of stress is Newton per mm square or mega Newton per meter square. Compressive strength. The compressive strength of the metal is the value of load applied to break it off by crushing. Okay, so when we applied the force towards the object, this type of force is known as compressive force, and the stress created by this type of force is known as compressive stress. It is also maximum compressive load by original cross section area and unit Newton per mm square or mega Newton per meter square. Shear strength. The shear strength of metal is the value of load applied tangentially to the shear it off across the resisting section. So this is a stress, shear stress, in which the force divided by area, but here the area is parallel to force. Remember, in compressive and tensile strength, the cross section area is always perpendicular to applied force, but in shear strength, the cross section area is parallel to force. So shear stress tau is equal to maximum tangential load divided by original cross sectional area, and a unit remains same, Newton per mm square and mega Newton per meter square. Bending strength. So when we applied the load and the element is bent, so for bending, the force is known as bending force, and the stress created by this type of force is known as bending strength. The bending strength of a metal is the value of load to break it off by the bending it across the resisting section. Okay, sigma B is equal to maximum bending load divided by original cross section area. Unit Newton per mm square or mega Newton per meter square. And last one, torsional strength. The torsional strength of a metal is the value of load applied to break it off by twisting across the resisting section. Okay. So torsional stress tau is again maximum twisting load divided by original cross section area. So when we apply the force in the round bar and it is twisted, then the stress developed in the rod is known as tensile stress. Unit Newton per mm square or mega Newton per meter square. Okay, thank you for watching this video.